All right, Scorpio, this is a bonus reading for y'all. So you were my highest viewers over the last month, so thank you. I appreciate it. My name is Joni Vovo. I, of course, am a drag artist based in Sydney's Inner West in Sydney, Australia. Today I'll be doing a Celtic Cross and using a Rider-Waite deck to look at your current situation, the challenge you might be facing, some general advice, and as well a possible outcome. And also, whilst I do look at what might be coming up in the future, know that you are a sovereign, divine, celestial, autonomous being and make your own goddamn choices about your own life. So please just take this reading as a chance for you to have a bit of insight and clarity about the energies of your current situation. Otherwise, it's up to you what you do. Yeah? Yeah. All right, you ready? Let's jump in. All right, Scorpios, my loves. All right, so I think you probably feel a bit disempowered at the moment, that you have had a lot of people challenging you, and you probably feel like you haven't been able to stand your ground. That, yeah, people have just been trying to knock you down a peg, and it's really taken a toll on you. So maybe it's shaken your confidence a bit. And yeah, you're probably questioning and doubting yourself a little. Ooh. So perhaps you've tried to, I don't know what area of your life that this is, but there's some situation where you've probably kept trying to go about it and through it the same way, using the same approach and the same strategy. And I think you keep hitting a brick wall and you're like, why does this keep happening? Why are why are people always resisting me in the same way? I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to make my way through the world. I keep hitting the same resistance, the same brick walls, and it's not changing. Oh, and it's causing you a great deal of stress, and you really don't know what to do about this. It's, I think, kind of gotten you to a point of stagnation where maybe even you've pulled your energy back, and you're like, well, this isn't working. I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna put the brakes on and stop beating my head against that wall. All right, I would dare say, I mean, we've got more cards to go, but I would dare say that there's a lesson here to be learned. I hate that as advice. I hate it when the universe is like, this experience is here to teach you a lesson. Well, it seems there's a lesson to be learned here, and it's going to involve you having some different perspective and approach. But I'm jumping the gun. We've got more cards to go, so let's see what they say. They? Cool. Cards are non-binary, it seems. The Hermit. Okay, well, it looks like you were right to pull back. It looks like it's time for you to do a bit of introspective work and maybe think about, why are you doing what you're doing? The Hermit is all about going back and trying to find alignment with yourself and what your values are. What's driving you forward? What's your guiding star? You know, there's something you're moving towards because you believe in it, you think it's important, you're passionate about it, and I suppose because you keep hitting these brick walls, you're probably feeling a bit disillusioned about it and thinking about giving up. But the thing is, whatever area of life this is for you, is probably very important to you. And you know, I would say it's probably very difficult for you to walk away from it because it's something you actually believe in and actually want to do. So again, I think it's not a matter of you walking away and stopping pursuing what it is you want to pursue. It's going to be something about learning a lesson and there being a new approach. Again, I hate that as advice from the universe. You're just like, why? Just tell me the answer. Tell me the lesson. Why do I have to figure out the lesson? But no, anyway, that's how the universe works. Scorpio. So you already know that you need to do some processing. You don't see things clearly at the moment. You're probably feeling a bit reactive, a bit triggered, and I think there's a place for you to think about that. And it's like, all right, well, I want to go in this direction. This is the resistance. It's causing me to have this reaction. And I think part of the timeout is looking at your reaction. Why do you feel so triggered? Why is your response, whatever, anger, disappointment, frustration, disillusionment, wanting to withdraw, wanting to run away, wanting to be defensive? It looks like right now you're being called to look at your own triggers and your own reactions and see where they're coming from. Again, I hate this as advice. I know it's important, I know it's helpful, but it's just frustrating. That's interesting. So this is what you don't see about the situation. And it looks like, even though you're hitting brick walls, even though you're finding resistance, the answer still somehow seems to be in other people. Maybe you've hit the limits of, like, if you've got a certain approach and a certain strategy and a certain way of doing things, I think you've hit the limits of what you know and what you understand. And even though you've been asked to be the hermit, to pull back and be reflective, I have a feeling it looks like the answer is going to come from outside of you. That there's possibly some advice or possibly other people outside of your situation that are going to provide you either clarity or a different opportunity or a different way forward. So that's really interesting. We started with conflict and you having to defend your position, but then we've moved on to like opening yourself up and re-engaging with people to find the solution. So it seems like there's going to be the two parts, looking at yourself and your reactions, but then having the discernment of how to find help from other people. Okay, wow. That was very nuanced. All right. So, what are we up to? I've lost track. Advice. Slow down. Stop feeling like you have to do everything. That it's up to your grit and will and determination and strength and might, and just you don't have to do everything. And off the back of that 3 cups, it looks like you can't do everything. I think some of the inside wisdom and help is going to come from outside of you. And it looks like, again, this is very nuanced because there's barriers and obstacles and brick walls, but then there's help and guidance. And here, it looks like there's burdens being placed on you. And they're maybe not your burdens to carry. So it's an interesting one. So, I mean, we had this mental prison, and we had you having to defend your position, and we've now got these burdens being placed on you. So I think it's also going to come back to you having your own, and maybe this goes back to the lesson you haven't yet learned. And also your reaction. I have a feeling that, and it's about you not working so hard. So I have a feeling that there's something here to do with boundaries and you being able to, in defending your position, it's like, you know the end of yourself and you know the edges of someone else. So it's like you're not taking on other people's burdens, other people's energy, and having to defend yourself and then being reactive about it. Because you're wanting to go back, like needing to go back to this like balance of energy with other people. So I think this introspection that you're going to have to do and self-reflection is about where you and other people end and how to assert that, but do it in a way that is constructive and peaceful and not taking on other people's burdens and then not being resentful about it. Okay, that's what it is, because we had that upside down Knight of Pentacles. I think you're doing a lot of work for other people, and I think you're probably feeling resentful about it, and it's causing you a lot of grief and stress, and you're trying to figure out how to better navigate these situations because you keep hitting the same brick wall, and you're wanting things to be different, you're wanting to come back to balance, and wanting to put down these burdens that aren't yours to carry. Okay, so it's all about boundaries. How to communicate it, how to be self-aware of what is yours and what is someone else's, to communicate it and navigate it well. Okay, we got that. Yeah, of course. What did I say? So you're really wanting to go back to equilibrium with other people, where it's not completely imbalanced and one person is pouring too much into another. It's about equality, reciprocity, balance. That's what you're wanting. Hope and fear. Okay, there we go. That's what this reading's about. Okay. All right. Oh, final outcome. Upside down Page of Wands. This is the third time the Page of Wands has come up today, by the way, and I've shuffled extensively between readings. So I would say, I think because of all this that's gone on, you're very hesitant and reluctant to pursue a passion, to open your heart, to be open and passionate towards opportunities and people. Like I think your heart is a bit closed down and you're a bit resistant to it because of all of this imbalance that's come on. I mean, we had the bloody Ten of Wands. You're at capacity. You can't take on anything new because you're at capacity. You need to put down these 10 wands that are from other people. I mean, even the starting position was the 6 of Wands. So this person here, they've got their Ace of Wands, they've got their 1 wand, and then these, 7 of Wands. They've got their 1 wand, great. Ace of Wands, great. And then these other bloody 6 people are like, here, take mine, hold mine. This is my, they're all like pushing what their needs are, their what am I trying to say? This poor person is being bombarded with so many other people's energy. And they get to the point where they end up carrying it all. And the outcome we're aiming for is that you're carrying your own wants, your own passion, your own needs, your own desires, your own manifestation. Screw those other wands from other people. Have those boundaries. Don't take on the burdens of others. Know what is yours. Know what is others. Come back into balance. Hold your own wand, your own integrity, your own passion, your own drive. It's yours. You can hold your own. Don't have to hold everyone else's. And then it's going to bring you back to balance, where you can equally give and take and not have to just hold things for other people. All right, Scorpio, that was a lot. That was incredible. I loved that. So if you like that video, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear your feedback. Otherwise, hit like, hit subscribe, and otherwise, I'll see you next time, my loves. And also, thank you for being, you know, you gave me the most views through the last month, and I appreciate that very much. So I'll see you next time, my loves. Bye for now.